So okay, and in last few classes we have discussed about how to install Python in our system, right? Like the Anaconda Python, and also we understood about Jupyter Notebook tutorial. So today onwards we'll be starting with the content. We'll be starting with the Python core Python part, right? In this particular week, what we are going to look at is basically the different common things like what is a variable, what is function, what is lambda expression, right? And then list, tuple, set, dictionary, different kind of data structures. So all of these things we are going to see one by one. So before I start the class, just I want to ask, till here everybody is kind of completed, right? They have done the installation part. So is there anyone who joined today newly that I can share the link for installation? No. Okay, everybody already installed Anaconda Python and Jupyter Notebook?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me open a new Python file. So how to open a new Python file? Go to Anaconda and then you have upload and new tab. If you click on this Python 3, this will be a new Python file, right? So let's start some basic things, right? Let's understand some basic core Python things. And as I said, for complete other modules like exception handling and other regular expression, there are a lot of other modules which you can find from Python recording by Durga sir, right? Once your enrollment is confirmed. Okay, so what we will do here is first thing is how to install anything we have seen, how to import any package we have seen, how to take help for any particular function we understood, right? Today, first thing that we will understand is what is a variable. I hope all of you already know a variable in other languages. The same concept here also. Variable is in very simple terms, variable we can understand as a container which can hold a value, right? But in detail, if you want to understand variable, variable is actually a kind of a memory location which will hold the reference, right, to the memory location which contains the real value. Let me show you. Let's say there are two let's say this is first 1024, right? Let's say this is a memory location where my value is present, my real value is present. When I'm writing a equals to 5, let's say a is a variable and I'm assigning a value 5 to a. What exactly happening here is we are thinking this is a and this is 5, but actually this is not a. We think this is a, but actually this is not a. This is a. So a is another location, let's say 2024 or something, right, which contains the reference to the location which contains the value 5, that is 1024. So this is the reference address, right, which is storing uh, which has been stored at 2024. So this is your a, right? This is your a. But in general what we can say is basically any variable is nothing but a container which holds value. Now you have seen other languages how to create a variable. Here how to create a variable, for example, a, if I am writing a is a variable, I'm just giving value, assigning value to a. Let's say a equals to 5, and if I run, you will see that. Let's check what is a. So I'm calling a function called built-in function called type. What is this type function? Type is a built-in function, right? We are calling this built-in function type, and I'm passing a. And then if I run this, you can see it is an integer type, right? What is this? This is an integer type. So let me repeat. What I have just now done is created a variable called a and assigned a value called 5 to that variable. Now here the question is, if you go to other languages, right? If you go to other languages like your Java and Scala, so or any other languages, you have to write the data type of your variable. So here it is not only a, it is, let's say, int a. Why it is int a? Because a is of integer type, right? Because a is an integer type. And if I do that, what error I am getting in Python? If I give the integer type, right, the type of the variable, it is giving me error. Why? Because Python is called dynamically typed. The variables in Python are called dynamically typed. So what do you mean by the term dynamically typed, right? So dynamically typed means a Python variable don't we as a user, we should not assign any data type, it will be auto assigned by interpreter. So when I am creating a variable based on the value that I am assigning, the interpreter will assign a value. Value in the sense the data type. So if I change it, let's say a equals to 5 I am writing. Now if I write a equals to 5.5. Now what is this 5.5? It's a float number. So see what is happening now. The same a which was before integer, it is changed to float type. Have I defined float type here? No. Who has decided this? Interpreter. Automatically it is auto assigned. This property is called dynamically typed. And one more thing in Python is either single quote or a double quote. Both are string, right? You can write a string either inside a single quote or within a double quote. For example, here, let's say I just give some text. Let's say I'm writing hi, right? I'm assigning hi, and this is a text. So this is a string, right? This is a string type. This variable contains string value. So this hi I can write within double quote or single quote. And then if I run and see the type, it is a string type. So what you have observe is like basically the value that you're assigning to the variable, depending on that value, the data type is auto assigned to the variable by the interpreter. This property is called dynamically typed. Here hi can I write in double quote and also can single quote? Yes. You can write within double quote or you can write within single quote, and then if you run this you will find type of a equals to same string. Double quote single quote is same. So I will stop here for 1 minute and I just want to understand, is this dynamically typed concept, what is a variable concept, is clear everyone? Did you understand how to create a variable in Python? Is this clear?
Uh,
Okay.
okay, understood.
Sure. So if you have any questions that you want to ask, you can raise your hand and wait. Like every topic, once I am completing, I will give everyone to ask their doubts, right? Then only we'll move to the next topic. Okay. Now, once we understood what is a variable, data types and operators we'll discuss tomorrow's class, right? What all are different data types are there, different operators are there. So once we understood about variable, right? We will discuss about a very important concept, right? And that is called loops, right? I think everyone knows about loops, like we have for loop, while loop, and if loop. But I just want to hear from you. Anyone who want to explain what is a while loop? The logic, the context, like where I will use while loop, or basically what is while loop? Anyone? You can unmute and speak, right? What is while loop? In any programmers, like any other language you have used while loop. So if you remember, what is the purpose of while loop or how the while loop works? What is while loop, right?
Like the loop repeats until the condition is satisfied, and it will break if the condition is unsatisfied.
Correct. So thank you, Murlidhar. Yeah. So the loops, basically while loop, when I'm talking about while loop, it is a loop which will keep executing until the condition is failing, right? Until the condition fails, the loop will execute. So that is your while loop. So let me give you one example and then let me explain. Let us say I am defining a variable called counter and I'm assigning a value. Let's say the counter value is 10. Now what I'm doing is the counter value is 10. So what I'm doing is I'm writing a while loop. So see how the syntax is, right, in Python. So there is a keyword called while, right? And then followed by the condition. So what condition I'm checking? Checking a simple condition. Let's say while counter is greater than, let's say, 5, right? While counter is greater than 5. So this is a simple condition that I'm checking while counter is greater than 5, right? What I'm doing is I'm writing a colon, and in Python there is no curly brace concept, right? You know, whenever we're starting a block, what is a block? A Python loop, sorry, a for loop can be a block, a while loop can be a block, if loop can be a block, your function can be having a block. So block is nothing but multiple lines you have, right? So how to distinguish between the header and the body part, right? Like this is the main part, header part, and this is the body part. There is no curly brace concept like how you are using in other languages. So for example, you write your code within this brackets, right? Within this bracket you write your code, but this is not there in Python. This is not how we distinguish between the body and header. Hence we give something called colon, and see very carefully what is happening when I'm pressing this enter. So when I'm clicking this enter, you can see this cursor is coming down, giving some or leaving some space aside, right? It is leaving some space, and this space is very important in Python. This is called indentation. In other languages, indentation is not mandatory. It is just kind of a good coding practice. But in Python, this indentation is mandatory. So you have to write your code with very proper indentation. Otherwise, it will throw you error. Let us not give indentation, right? Let us not leave some space and write. Let's see what is happening. It will throw you indentation error. So anytime you are getting this indentation error means you should make sure that you have properly indented, and you no need to take care of this because Jupyter or Spider or PyCharm or the IDE that you're using will take care of this spacing thing, right? Okay, so now what I will write is while counter is greater than 5, I'm writing a colon. This is very important. This is the indication of a block, and then you have to leave some space. So let me leave some space and write the logic. So what logic I'm writing? I just want to print the counter value. I just want to print the counter value, and then what I want to print is I want to reduce the counter value or decrement the counter value in each iteration to -1, right? Now this is the kind of while loop. If I run this while loop, can anybody tell me the result of this? What I will get? What will be the output of this code? What will be the output? Yeah, so basically you can unmute and speak, right? If you have any questions or anything, you can raise your hand, unmute, and so if you chat in the chat window,
And
if you type
four,
something,
three, two, 1,
yes,
10,
4
9,
3,
8,
yes.
7, 6.
Yes. So two answers, 4321 and 109876. What is correct? So see, basically what it will do is it will check the condition, right? So what is the condition? I'm checking that 10 is greater than 5. So in this particular case, if the condition is true, then only it will enter inside the while loop. If it is false, it will come out. So it is first time when I started, it is 10. 10 is greater than 5. Yes, it is true. So it will print the value. So first value it will print is 10, and then it will reduce the value of counter to 9. Again, what it will do is again it will go here and check the condition. So second time when it is checking, it is 9, and yes, so 9 is greater than 5 is also true. Again it will print 9. Again it will make it 8. And it will do that until the condition is failing. So when the condition will fail, tell me. When the condition will fail, when the counter value will become less than 5, means when the counter is, let's say, 5, right? When the counter value becomes 5, right? So 5 is greater than 5. Is this condition true? No, it is false. 5 is not greater than 5. It is false. So it will not execute. So till 5, all the outputs you will get like 10, 9, 8, 6, 7, and 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. So that is the output of this particular code. I hope you understood. So while loop basically is nothing but a loop which will keep checking this condition until, okay, so the counter I have not executed. So first I need to execute counter, right? Spelling mistake, is it? N is missing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you can see 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So what it is doing, it is checking the condition until it is satisfied and until it is failing. And if when it is failing, it is coming out of the loop. So that is your for loop. Now let's do one thing. Let's not give this space, right? Let's not give this space. Let's write like same like where I started while, and you will find indentation error. So what is this indentation error? Expected an indented block. So Python is telling you have not indented properly. So where you need to indent? Here. Now you can ask me, can I in like first line print counter should start immediately below print, or I can write like this? So the answer is no. Counter should start immediately below print. Otherwise, you will find the same indentation error. From for counter, you can see the error is right at line 3, and this is, you can also understand if you have a block of code in which line you're getting this error. That also you can see from this error kind of what you're getting. So at line 3 you're getting error. Why? Because indentation is not proper. So wherever you started print, just below print you need to write counter. Now you can ask me, what is the kind of limit? Can I give 1 tab, 2 tab space? Yes. How much you want, you can give space, but you should give some space, otherwise it will throw you error. Now this is executing, right? Okay, because counter is why it is not executing anyone, because counter is already replaced, right? So counter is not 10 right now, so it is less than 5, so it is not satisfying any condition. So will it give me any output? No. So in this case, what you need to do is again run the counter block. So now I'm resetting counter to 10, and then if I write this, I can find the output, and there's no limit, right? So you can give any space. You can give any space, but still you will able to, again I need to run counter 10, and then if you run this, you will find the output. Is this while loop is clear? Any question on this while loop? Variable and while loop, both the concept. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you basically, if you type anything in the chat window, I may not be able to see that because I'm busy in teaching. So we disabled the chat option. So what you can do is, you have any questions, I will ask you, right? Every topic, once I have completed small topic, I'll give everyone to ask any doubts. But in between, while explaining the topic, if you have some doubt, you can raise your hand, right? Or wait for at least 1-2 minutes, and then once you complete one section, you can ask your doubt by unmuting. So if you chat, it is a kind of very much one-way communication, which I don't like. I want the class should be very much interactive. You participate, you ask doubts, I will ask you questions, and let us make this kind of interactive. And one more thing I just want to tell you, from next week onwards, not this week, but maybe from next week onwards, when you every day join, from Monday onwards, next Monday onwards, when you everyday join, we will have one quiz. Quiz means not a very kind of 1 hour kind of thing, just 15 minutes, not much, right? 15 minutes, not in the starting of the class. When you join in the starting, we will continue with the topics. Last 10 minutes, right? After 15 minutes class, last 10 minutes, uh, or last kind of 15 minutes, in the sense, the class will be extended to 1 hour 15 minutes instead of 1 hour every day. And the last few minutes, 15 minutes, last 20 minutes, what we will do is 15 minutes I will give you, not lot of questions, only 1 or 2 questions, 3 questions based on the previous day topic. Let's say today we completed while loop and function, right? And let's say variable. So tomorrow's class, we will complete something else, but today what we have completed, based on that you will get 3 questions or 2 questions, and then you have to code it. And prepare with your laptop, don't join with your mobile and all, otherwise you will not be able to code. So you open your Jupyter notebook, everything you make ready before the class, right? And what we will do is, every day we will do some quiz. So 2-3 questions you will practice, and you will, after 15 minutes the time is over, I will tell you, right, where any one of you will explain the code to others. So that is the thing. And if nobody is able to do it, if it is difficult or you have any questions, I will explain. So that session will go for 20 minutes every day. And that is how I will make sure, at least worst case, if you're not getting any time to practice after the class, still you will at least practice 15 minutes every day. And you have this coding test, right, on Sundays. So join that coding test at least per week. I will make sure in this particular course, along with the classes, you're practicing Sunday 2 hours and every day 15 minutes, right? At least you're practicing some 4 to 5 hours coding, right? At least 4 hours coding every week. So that will help you, because it is every topic is related. In data science, it's not like one topic is gone and the next topic is kind of new topic. No, it's dependent. If you do not understand Python, you cannot understand other topics. If you do not understand visualization, every project will be doing visualization. If you do not understand machine learning, one algorithm, maybe other algorithm is independent, but still sometimes the flow is kind of data collection, data validation, data model building, model validation. Every project you need to repeat all of these steps. So what I mean to tell you is the topics are related. It's not like once we complete means it is gone. No, this again throughout our entire course we will be using it. So if you do not practice, initially you will enjoy my Python classes very much, you will enjoy, but when it comes to statistics and machine learning, the subject is difficult, right? So you need practice. Difficult in the sense only practice is needed, and that is what we're going to do from next Monday onwards, right? Okay. And all of those small questions are your interview questions. I no need to share with you at the end of the session. Every day you practice one or two questions. So when it comes to statistics and machine learning, I will not give you coding questions, maybe something theoretical questions or some programming questions, something I will based on the way the people are asking, that we will discuss. So every day I am kind of keeping this 15 minutes instead of at the end of the session. In that way, if you do the coding questions or the interview question that I'm sharing, you will have no doubts. Every question you have only done it in the class, right? So in this entire course, you'll be practicing around 30, 40, at least 50, around 50 interview questions every day, right? Including all coding test quizzes and everything. I think that is also something new which is started from your batch. And this is really very, very helpful. That is what I am thinking. Let's see how it goes, right? Okay. Will that be helpful, everyone? So 1 hour, 15 minutes. Can we extend every day? It may go to 1 hour 30 also, but just at least 1 hour, 15 minutes. Will this be helpful if I add this quiz, or you have any other commitments like after 8? Is it good for others? Can you extend it till 8:15?
I can extend.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, if you have any other meetings, you can leave, right? And you can see, but I will encourage you to participate, because when you are coding in a group, that's the other feeling than coding individually, right? That motivation will not be there. And so it's better to code in a group, right? Because within and a time limit. So that's what you will get in coding test, right? It's not like the luxury of how much time you take and do the coding. No, within 1 hour, how much you can code, how fast you can code, how confident you are in coding. If a person is coding every day, then only he can complete the assignment on time. So time is a factor here. 15 minutes you judge yourself every day. No need to judge with others, but with yourself. Yesterday, within 15 minutes, I was able to do only one question or maybe half question, or I was not even able to start. After participating 2 weeks, at least I'm able to complete two questions within 15 minutes. So that confidence, you can see the growth in yourself if you practice every day, right? Okay, now once this while loop is completed and this variable concept is completed, next loop that we will discuss is called for loop, or maybe if loop, because it is easy. So what is if and else loop? Everyone knows about if and else. We are checking multiple condition. If the condition satisfied, the interpreter will enter inside the block. If it is not satisfied, it will come out of the block, right? So let me give you one example. Let's say if I'm checking if, right? Very simple condition. If, let's say 5 is greater than 4. So this is a condition. So if this condition is true, then only I will get inside this if loop. So what I'm doing is I'm printing I am in if. I'm printing I am in if. So what is happening is the output you will find is I am in if. This is a super simple line of code where I'm checking if my condition is true or false. If false, will it be entering if? No. And how many times it will execute this if loop? Only one time. How many time? Only one time it will check the condition. So first time when it checked the condition 5 is greater than 4, so what is happening? Print I am if. So it has not printed because the condition is false. Now if I make this condition true, It will enter inside the loop and it will print the result. Now what I will do is, let me check multiple condition. It is just one condition. Let me check multiple condition. So first condition I'm checking is 5 is greater than or less than 4. Second condition I'm checking is L if I will write. What I will write? L if, not else if. In other languages you are writing else if. In Python it is L if, right? L if you check another condition. For example, you're checking 5 is greater than equals to 5. So this is the kind of condition you're checking. 5 is equals to 5, or let's say 5 is greater than equals to 4. And then if this condition is true, then it will enter inside this loop and you're printing I am in L if, right? I am in L if. So see, in this particular case, the if block will not be executed. Why? Because the condition is false, and it will come to L if block and it will check the condition. And if the condition of L if is true, then it will come to L if and execute. Now, if you understood this concept, right? Let's say 5 is greater than 4 and here it is 10 is greater than 4. Can anyone tell me what will be the output of this code? What will be the output of this code?
I am in if.
I am in if.
Yes, I am in if. It will not execute I am in elif, even though the condition of elif is true, because 10 is greater than 4, the condition is true. Still, it will not execute elif block. Why? Because the logic says wherever it is true, you come out of the loop from there. You don't go to the next block. So if is true, so it will execute if and it will come out. Elif will be executed only if is false. Only if will execute, only if block is false, then only it will come to elif. If the first if block is true, it will not even come to elif. Like let's say let me write one more elif, right? Let me write one more elif. So one more condition I'm checking. Let's say elif let's say 10 is equals to 10. Then what you are going to do? Let's say you are printing I am in elif. So in this case, let's say this is 5 is less than 4. So the if block is not true. So obviously if block will not be executed because the condition is false. It will come to the first elif block, this first elif. And is the condition is true? Yes, it is true. So it will print I am elif. Will it be coming to second elif? Will it be coming to second elif? No, it will not come to the second elif. Wherever the fundamental concept of if loop is, wherever the condition is true, execute that block and come out. If the condition is false, come to the next block and check. If the condition is true, execute and come out. If that is false, then only you come to the next. If it is true, you don't come to the next. That is your if else loop. And finally, if nothing is true, then finally else block will execute. And you can write else in the end if nothing is executed. Right? Yeah, Pravat, you want to ask something?
Ma'am, I wanted to know why we are using semicolon, ma'am.
Yeah. So why I cannot tell you, because that's how Python who has developed, right? Python, the syntax are like that. But the answer is to distinguish between the header and the body part. So if you use this curly braces, what you're doing is you're telling the interpreter, you know what, the first line that I have written is the header part. Wherever I'm starting a curly braces, there is a body part or the block, the body part of the block. But now here in Python, we don't have this curly braces. So somehow we need to distinguish that this is another kind of, this is the main code, and this code is present in the main code or within this if loop. Tell me, this print statement is present within the if loop, isn't it? This is present within the if loop. So that's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
ma'am.
Yeah, so that's what I'm giving some space and telling, okay, this print is present within this if loop. And if I write simply all of in the same line, it is giving error because we have written block, right? And block means header and then body part. So space is the indication of your block starting and ending to the interpreter, right? Okay, now we understood if loop, we understood while loop, right? Let us discuss the third kind of loop, that is your for loop. Now what is a for loop? most of you already used for loop. In other languages, in Python, you will find a little or slightly different syntax. Let me show you by writing. For example, if I'm writing for I in range, of let's say for I in range of, I'll explain what is this range method. I'm writing 1, 11, 1, right? And then I'm simply printing this I. So what I have done right now is called for loop. I have written a for loop, and the syntax is little different than other languages. So what you're doing is range function you're using. So range has 3 parameters. Let us first understand this range. The first one is your starting index. What is this? The starting index, where you are starting your code, right? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is your starting index. I equals to 1. So first time when it will run the for loop, the first I value will be 1. And this is your ending index. The I value will go from 1 to 10, not 11. So ending index is exclusive. Means what? If I'm writing 11, it will go till 10. Right? So starting I value will be 1, ending I value will be 10. Increment, this is 1 1 increment. This is the step size I'm writing. So how much increment? You remember other languages you were writing I plus plus, I minus minus, I equals to I plus 2, I minus 2. So how much you want to increment or decrement the I value? So that is what is something called a range. So you want to decrement, you can write -1, and starting and ending you can write maybe 11 and 1 and -1. So you just decrease, right? 2, if I write 2 means increase 2 point. If you want to increase 4 points, uh, you can write 4. -2 decrement -2, you can write -2 -4. So basically the third parameter is nothing but your step size. What is this? This is nothing but your step size, right? And the first one is starting, second one is ending. Always remember ending index is what? Ending index is exclusive. So let me first run this code, and then let me explain you. If I execute this line of code, what I will get is nothing but this output. So you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? Now tell me if I have to run my for loop for from let's say 2 to 50, right? I want to increment 2 times. So how to write that? Any idea? Anybody wants to help me? So I want to start I value from 2, and I want to keep it till 50 with the increment of 2 to 2.
150 and
2 comma
252.
50, 2 comma 50 comma 2.
Yes. So I will write 2 comma 50 comma 2. So what it will happen, what it will be doing is 2 comma 50 comma 2 means starting will be 2. Okay. Any 2 to 50 I want. This code is correct or slight modification I need to do? Tell me. 2 to 50 if I want. What I need to write?
51.
50.
Yes. So you need to write 51. And that's the mistake most of you will do. You will forget that the ending index is exclusive. So if I write 50, it will go till 49. So you have to write 51, right? I have to write 51 so that it will go till 50. It will go till 50. Okay, now what we will understand from here is basically the range method we understood. Now, okay, so the starting index is optional in the sense what if I don't write the starting index, by default it will start from 0. If I don't mention the starting index, by default it will be starting from 0, right? And you can see if I write this, so you have to default is 111, and if I run this you can see 0 1 2 3 4, and it is going till 50. So if I write 51 means it is going till 50. And if you want to add the step size, you can write here 0 comma 51 and then write the step size. Let's say 2 3 4, whatever is the step size, you can write this, and I value will keep increasing. So what is a for loop? Basically a for loop is nothing but for a particular value of let's say how many times I'm iterating this I, those many times, right? How many times I'm iterating this I, those many times the block of code will execute. So it is a iteration. Many times we use for loop if we want to repeat a block of code multiple times or multiple iteration, or multiple times if we want to we have a certain values, and let's say y equals to mx plus c. Let's say the very simple equation is y equals to mx, right? Y equals to mx. This is the kind of very simple math equation. Now for each iteration I have three m values, right? I have three m values. Let's say 70, I have 80, and then I have 90. That is my, let's say, m value. And I have 3x value. I have 3x value, right? Or let's say, yes, x value is nothing but, let's say, first x value is 100, and then 200, and then 300. So my objective is for each value of m and for each value of x, I want to execute this y equals to mx. So three times I need to execute, isn't it? First time m equals to 70, x equals to 100, y value will be 7000, and then second time you run this, and then third time, fourth time, like multiple times when you're executing this block of code. This is called for loop. Now, in this particular case, range function you understood if it is continuous. Let's say if I'm writing 0 equals to 0 to 5, it will go till 4. So this is your continuous numbers. Just now I have told you y equals to mx, different and different x value. So if I value is not in a range kind of thing, continuous, what kind of function you can use is called a list. You can use a list. So another kind of for loop is for I in, instead of using range, if it is not continuous value, let's say I value first you want 90, then you want 65, and then you want 43. So you can use a list. What is a list? Later in the class maybe we'll discuss, but it is basically a container which will hold lot of values, right? So basically 90, 60, it's a data structure, 90, 65, 43. Each time the I is running, first time when the I will run, the value of I will be 90. Second time it will take the second element from this list. Third time it will take the third element. How many times this particular list will, sorry, this particular block will run? This block will run equivalent to number of elements present. How many times? Number of elements present in the list. Those many time it will run, right? Okay. Now if this is clear, I will give you one question and then you will tell me the answer. You understood about range function, you understood about list and how to write a for loop. Now if you understand this, can you write a code, right? The question is, can you write a code which will give me the results, right? Or basically the I value, for I value starting from 10 to minus 10. I value should go from 10 to minus 10. So I just need the complete code. Can you tell me the complete code? Anyone? I value 10 to minus 10, right? Think about it.
For for I in range of 10 comma minus 11, sorry, minus 9 comma minus 1.
Yeah, can you again tell me? Sorry, I missed it. Yeah. Can you tell me again? Yeah. For I in a range of, yeah, what I will write here? For I in range of, yes,
Minus
okay.
minus
Yeah,
10, sorry, 10 comma
10 comma,
maybe minus 9 comma minus 1.
huh. And this is the mistake. Basically, that is how everybody will do, right? It's not a mistake, but basically I think this is a little kind of tricky thing here. Is it's correct, but only one thing is the ending index is exclusive. So what you need to do is, whether it is positive or it is negative, forget about positive and negative. You just write as it is and then you write a minus symbol. So for example, if it is 10 to minus 10, right? So minus 10 means you will not write as So if it is only 10, let's say 0 to 10, what you would have written?
Okay.
If it is 0 to 10, what you will write? You
Only
will write
10.
11?
11.
No, no,
Sorry.
11 you will write, right? So here also, what you're writing is 0, 10 to, you will write minus 11, right? You will write 10 to minus 11. So let's first write 9 and let's see what is happening. Print I, right? So it is going 10, 9, 8 and all. See what is happening is minus 1, minus 2, minus 8. Till what it is going? Till minus
Okay.
8. So it is yes. So what you need to do here is if you want to go till 10, minus 10, you have to write minus 11, right? You have to write here minus 11. So if you write here minus 11, it will go till minus 10, right? So whatever you want minus, right? You forget about this minus symbol. What we think is minus 10 plus 1 is minus 9, but it is minus 1. So minus 10 minus 1 is minus 11. If you write, it will go till 10. Similarly, if I want minus 20, if I want to take it, so what I will write? Minus 21. If I want to take it to minus 5, I will write minus 6, right? So whatever is the ending index plus 1, I will write. So that is the simple logic you can write for negative index, but right, I think it is for loop is clear, everyone. For loop is clear. While loop, for loop, if loop, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now we understood about loops, we understood about variable. In the last class we understood about how to install Python, how to take help, and how to import any package, right? The last and very important topic we'll discuss, or maybe we will stop here. I'm going again slow because this is demo week. Next Monday onwards we will go 1 hour, and I don't want to cover a lot of topics because people who join maybe this Friday or tomorrow, they should not find that it is a lot of things we have completed. But having said that, next Monday onwards officially we will go with 1 hour, but there will be no demo further. Every class will see some topics. So today there is nothing because only very few things. Please mute yourself, everyone. Very few things we have seen so far. Only loops we have seen and variable we have seen. Tomorrow we will be discussing, let me tell you the topics. For tomorrow we'll be discussing very important topic: functions, lambda expressions, and operators and data types. So once we complete tomorrow's class, and maybe yes, after we finish tomorrow's class, I will give you your first assignment. I have not updated the drive, it has been created. I will upload the materials in the drive today. I'll make it up to date, and the first assignment will be on functions, data types, operators, whatever we have discussed, right? And this weekend you can practice that. Monday you can ask me if you have any doubt. So this takeaway for this week is basically the core Python module. We will not be able to finish, but at least topics like variable, functions, loops, right? The operators, data types, and we'll discuss about data structures, list, tuple, set, dictionary, and then again advanced data structure like arrays, numpy, and data frames. So this is what we're going to discuss in this particular coming week. Is this clear? Any question you have? Everybody got the syllabus? And you will get one more thing. Sorry, I forgot to update that. The syllabus will only give you the project 1, project 2, project 3. I will send you one more document along with the syllabus, or maybe in the drive I will upload. If you open that drive, you will also find the project details. Project details means what is the name of the project and all. I found many people have one question or one doubt, how someone can complete all of the syllabus within 2 months or maybe 2.5 months. The answer is um see, the way of teaching also matters, how you are presenting the topics. And the second thing is how much you're organized, right? Like the same concept somebody can explain you. So basically it's not with the Python anybody can explain. When it comes to the statistics and ML module, right? Based on my experience, because it is my 45 or 50 number batch, so everything is organized. So it is not like for explaining a very complex math, I may take 1 hour for the same thing. It's not like see, all are very talented, but there is a way of representing, right? Also, like how you are representing so that others will understand. So that is very simplified manner, or basically what I can tell you is I start from very scratch and go very deep inside each topic. So you will feel that when we will go to statistics and ML module, when the first algorithm starts, you may not feel it in Python. You may think that I am touching the surface. Yes, I am just giving you a brief. I think multiple times I told you about it, because we are giving Python for free, right? So you can learn that. I'm just summarizing. But is this pace is correct? Are you getting people who are basically new to Python? Are you understanding all the things? Is the pace or speed is correct? Or you are feeling like you are not understanding? Anyone is there who is not understanding today's class? Basically for the non-programmers or coming from different background, Java or Scala. Is it clear today's class? If we go in this pace, are you able to understand, or any feedback you want to give, slow and fast and something? Basically, what I mean to tell you is the Python module till pandas will go little fast. NumPy pandas detail we will see, not fast, detail. And then coming to our statistics, that is our core heart of this topic is machine learning, deep learning, all of these are heart. When we go to those modules, very detailed we will go. Don't worry, and kind of this 2 months is not a small amount of time. Almost 80 hours you are giving to me, right? Every month, if you see, we have classes every day. 80 hours is a lot of time for me to complete lot of things. If you give me 80 hours, I can complete lot of things, because in 1 hour I do cover lot of things, right? So 80 hours is a lot of time, and that I am not including your assignments, your practice, your coding test. All of that things are excluded. Only my time I'm telling you, because we have everyday class Monday to Saturday, including Sundays. So this is not a small time. And if you observe for couple of days, you will understand that 1 hour is a lot. Like it may be differing. Some people will type line by line code very slow, open the text file and they will search in the no. I will be prepared for the class. Before I start, you can see what I will teach will be opened, what file I will already, like I will not waste even your single minute. That is a summary line. Because more than you, I want the course should be finished on time. I don't want to stretch it for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, right? So we are very committed towards the ending and also the starting. So don't worry about that part. If I am saying something is detail, means trust me, that is detail. If it is not detail, I will not tell that it is detail, right? It's not like I will kind of tell you something and deliver something else. I will tell you, I'm telling you Python modules. If you want other modules, you can go to Durga sir's recording. We are not going detail. But when it comes to statistics, machine learning, deep learning, and NLP, yes, that is full detailed things you will get. Once the topic is complete, means you can give a tick mark. So the syllabus that has been written is done for you for forever. No need to spend time on learning those concepts. In the sense, we have completed linear regression. Linear regression is done for you. You will understand the maths, you will understand the logic, you will understand the projects, implementation, everything is done. Maybe you can spend time learning some other algorithm which we have not seen here, but the algorithms, especially machine learning, that is my strength. So when it comes to machine learning and NLP, right? See, the instructor also, many people, I'm not kind of generalizing, but many people, they are data engineers. They themselves are data engineers. They're not very strong in ML and NLP and teaching you, or maybe they are very fresher and teaching you, or maybe they are coming from a different background. But my strength is machine learning and NLP and deep learning. So when it comes to those areas, trust me, that will be detailed, whatever is written. But when it comes to Python areas, the core Python areas, other areas I will complete. But as already you are getting 40 hours video, that will be little kind of short, because I want to save some time for the important modules. Did you understand the concept? Like it's not a small time. 80 hours is not a small time, right? 60 to 70 hours used to kind of very huge time for me, because lot of things we can cover within those 80 hours of time. 2 months means almost every month 40 hours. 2 months means almost 80 hours, right? It's not a small time to complete the topics. So you should not be in a dilemma. I understand your concern, because you all are beginner. lot of confusion you have whether it is in depth or not. No, I don't believe in touching the width. That is not there in my dictionary. So if I am touching the surface or not going in depth, I will tell you clearly this is not in depth. You have to go to this and read this. But if I'm telling it is in depth, means it is in depth. And you can feel it when we go to statistics module, right? You will feel the intents of each maths that we will do here. Everything we will derive in the class, every derivatives and eigenvalues, matrix factor decomposition, everything in the class we will derive. Complete theory plus 2 projects for each algorithms. So that is what I just want to convey, because I heard that lot of people have this confusion. Is this clear, or regarding that you want to ask anything? Is this particular doubt is clear? The course, we are not touching surface when it comes to core modules. We are going in depth. We may not be completing the entire AI course, nobody can, but whatever we have selected to complete, we'll complete in detail. We are not going to touch the surface. Every maths algorithm, the interpretation, why the model can cause failure or what is the solution in detail, project as well as theoretically, we are going to discuss. Nothing more than this you will get anywhere. You join any course anywhere, nothing more than this you will get. That detail we are completing. And the trust is very important. Otherwise, what will happen is you will always think that something is not covered. So only thing is, people who are new to Python, please spend some time, maybe this week and next week, you can spend learning the Durga's videos. Otherwise, if you are understanding my classes, you are very well understanding, then just join the class and complete the assignments, complete the coding test, and you will be fine. Like, you will be understanding everything. Right? Okay, so what we will do is tomorrow let us connect, and I'm going to share this document with you for Python notes. No need to write anything or take a note, just attend the class and kind of listen what I'm saying. So this is the Python basic video. Also, I'm going to share one Python book. It is not a very large book, only 60 to 70 page, I think. It's a summarized version, so it's within 2 hours you can complete. If you spend one day, you will be completing this entire thing. And basically, this is what we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss introduction to Python, hello Python, Python as a calculator, all of these things, right? Data types, operators, type conversion, variables. So this is the first lecture, and you will find everything is nicely documented. This is what I'm going to share with you, right? You will find a folder called Python Basics, Assignments, and Books. 3 folders I'm going to create, and respective folder you will find the materials. Okay.
Ma'am?
So yes, Vasani.
Yeah, if I couldn't attend that coding test, is it possible to take up later point of time? Suppose
Yes.
that day I'm
Absolutely. So if somebody is not able to attend the coding test, see, coding test, I will not be even there, right? You will attend and you will participate. You will submit the solution. But in the Monday's class, we will also discuss if you have any questions. So if in case, because that is a Sunday, I made it optional. It is better if you come and practice.
Saturday or
But if you
Sunday?
have, sorry?
Is it Saturdays or Sundays, ma'am?
No, it is Sunday. Saturdays we have class. Saturdays we
Okay,
will
we
have class. It is Sunday,
okay.
and in case because of Sunday you people are busy, that is perfectly fine. You can skip the coding test because the questions will be with you, the solution will be with you. Anytime, don't see the solution, open the question, set an alarm for yourself, maybe 1.5 hour, 2 hour, and start coding. Right? And then wherever you stuck, you see the solution. You have any question, ask me in the next class. So it's not mandatory for everyone if the time is not kind of suitable, but make sure you are practicing, right, in your own
So it is
free
going to
time.
be like assignments only, right? Like or how
Okay.
it is going to be
No.
like statements you give us questions and we will solve it.
uh
And the coding test also you're saying telling the same way.
Yes, coding test assignment, who have seen whether you have done it or not? Anybody checked it? No, right? I don't know whether you have done it or not. And 90% people will not do the assignment. It is my experience. Initially, people, and that's happened when you join a course for 6 months, 1 year, like you lose that motivation. You cannot keep yourself motivated more than 2-3 months. So what happened is, no matter how best, those assignments are JP Morgan questions like that I am sharing, but nobody is even opening those assignments. I have seen that. in most of the people, 80% of the students in the batch will not even open the assignment. At least in the coding test, people are coming and doing. And I'm not forcing you, right? If you want to do in an assignment way, you do it. If you want to come here and practice, at least in the class, you will practice with others. That is a different feeling when you do yourself and when you do in a class, you do it. And Monday, anyway, we're going to discuss the solution, right, of that coding test. So I will be present and you have to submit your solution to the Google Drive. So that is somewhere, and we all are professionals, so nobody can spoon feed you. People can only give you materials, up to you how much you're practicing. So yes, if you want to take it as an assignment and do it later, yes, you can do that. I will not force you. If you want to come join and practice in the coding class, yes, you can do that. So it's up to you how you want to take it, right? But coding tests are questions only. The instructor will not be able to tell you the answers because this is a test. So you have to write your own solution. Nobody will give you solution also, right? And once you've done this, then you will get a solution and then you will compare. And then if you have any questions, you can ask me in the next class, right? Yes, Subhasini. So if you want to take it as an assignment and do it, you can do it in your leisure time, right? Free time. Okay, so this is what it is. Let us connect tomorrow and we'll continue doing this, right? Any
Ma'am,
questions?
one thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
ma'am,
yeah.
we are not given access to Python
The
videos
drive,
or the new,
Python videos.
and also the new content you showed us yesterday. That one also, and the recordings are also not available.
Okay, I will
So
update
if these
everything
things
to
are up to
Bhavani.
date, then
Correct.
it will really help us to
Yeah.
move ahead
So
in a quick pace.
yes. So I think I have already shared the content day before yesterday, but I think they're adding some logo or something. I don't know. It should be shared to everyone end of yesterday. But if it has not been done, I will tell Bhavani ma'am. Today after the class, she should be able to share it with everyone. Coming to the folder access, do you have folder access to Google Drive?
Yes.
Yes, I think you have, but that is my bad. I have not uploaded the content, like the materials. Today only we started the main content, so I will upload today the Python and every other details. Durga sir
Ma'am,
recording,
instead of
they will only give you. Durga
Okay.
sir's Python recording, they will give you. I don't have access. I have access, but I cannot add you. So tell Bhavani ma'am. I think she will give you. So what she will do is the email ID with which you have enrolled, right? The email ID with which you have enrolled, uh, to that email ID, he will give you access. So you need to check. I think you need to sign up or something. And once you have sign up with the
I
same
think
email.
we all did that,
Yeah.
and we have been
Ma'am,
asking ma'am to
in
provide.
email she has sent the syllabus in the
It's
registered email.
Yes. So that's what. So if you see that, because she was saying she will send, so please check your registered email. So because they have only your registered email detail, right? They don't have any other email detail. So if you check your registered email detail, I think you should get the syllabus. In
It's
case,
there. It's there. The old one is there, but the new one which you showed to us yesterday, it's not
oh no
there.
no 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 no, the old one should not be the news. Like the new syllabus should be shared.
No,
Otherwise,
we don't
you
have
will get
access to that.
confused. Okay. Okay. For everyone, nobody got the new syllabus, or it is with some people,
no,
maybe.
ma'am. No.
No. Okay. Okay, sure. So these things you can tell me so that I can update to Bhavani ma'am. She will share definitely. So today after the class, she will share the syllabus and you will find
Ma'am,
everything
one
up
more
to
thing.
date. Yeah.
Ma'am, is it possible to rename the file names on the drive, like instead of session 1, 2, 3, if you give a proper name, it would be easy for us to refer the particular class if we miss or something.
Actually, the thing is the video upload part. No, I am not doing that. So the institute is doing, and Bhavani ma'am will not be knowing, right, what I have taught. So that's why she's naming 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. But
Yeah, ma'am, but it is difficult to
yeah.
refer in the future, like which session is mapped to which topic, we will not know, right?
Got it. Let's see, but I cannot commit you that I will be able to do this because it's an extra burden for me to rename. But if it is possible, I will do it, or at least tell ma'am to do it, right? Because the same class I can rename immediately, but if it is 5, 7, 8 videos, I also have to open and see that videos. let us see, right? Yes, that's a good thing, but you can rename only I can do, ma'am cannot do, because she is not sure what topics has been covered in that class. And
Correct.
uploading video is their responsibility, so they have to upload video. Materials I will be sharing. So let's see how we can do it, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So that's there, but let's see if possible I will be able to rename it,
Ma'am, I
right?
have a doubt with Jupyter Notebook. One small doubt.
Yes, yeah, you can ask me.
Ma'am,
Others, if
if
you
we
don't have any questions to ask, you can drop and let us connect tomorrow, same time, 7 o'clock, we'll continue, right? Yes, Subhasini, yeah. Go
Ma'am,
ahead with your
if you launch that from the Anaconda, it will open a home folder, right? Home page, like in a
Yes,
browser.
yeah.
So it is listing some few folders, and it shows it is a root folder. Like in the link, you can see it's a tree, right? So from where this is reading all these folders? Like, is it possible to change the view to read some other folders or something?
These are your folders only. So basically where you have installed, you can check PWD. So you'll understand where Anaconda's current directory is. So there is a command called PW. If you want to know, let's say this untitled 355, where it went. Is this your doubt? So just type PWD and you will find that this is going here. So see user
Okay. Now,
Sasmitha, this is
if you
saving.
go to the home page, like
This
when
is
you launch
your
it initially,
folders, downloads
yeah,
and documents. Yeah, so you open this, you will find all the kind of doc. So this is basically a download folder, nothing else. So in my download folder, these all things are there, right? You can see everything.
correct.
So this is
That is. So what view is that? See, downloads is what you download from the internet or something. You will have it,
no
right? But I
down.
want to,
Hmm.
yeah,
So these are your folders, Suvasini. So these are your, you have your documents folders, you have your downloads folder in your system, right? Those are the same folder. If you open this, you will
correct.
find all the documents. Now,
Yeah, but
let's
I
say
want
you
to
have
open a particular folder in a C drive, which is not being listed here. I am not able to locate that particular folder.
upload. You can upload, no? Wherever you want, C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. So whatever
That is
drive.
the saving of the file, right? But I want to open some Python programs which I already have in my system. But that folder, I'm not able to find it in this structure.
So you can find in the upload, right? In the structure, if you're not finding, you will find in this upload. For example, wherever it
Oh,
is, D drive or
okay.
C drive, let's say desktop
Open.
it is. So whatever is there, let's say random forest or something, let's say this I want to upload, right? This picture, let's say I
Okay.
want to upload. So just select the folder, select what you want to upload and then open. So this will open or this will basically upload, right? Where is this? What happened? Where is my Jupyter went? Yes. Yeah, so this is the home folder. So this is a tree.png. So you upload, so it will be uploaded. It's already there. It is saying it's already there. So if you let's say overwrite. So what it will do is it was uploading. Where it is uploaded? Where it is uploaded? It was in random forest folder D drive. It has been
Correct.
uploaded in your recent structure like C, Sasmitha, users and all that. In that folder it has been uploaded. And then you
So
can
where you
open it.
have installed Anaconda.
Yes, and then you can open it and see this. Okay, this is how this is. So is it
Okay.
clear? So yeah. You
Yeah,
can
I'll
open.
check that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
Thank
We'll
you.
connect tomorrow. Yeah.